Well, Joey, I know the fans are really excited about the final three games of the season. It feels three cup finals coming up for you and the players. What's the mood in the camp this week?
Yeah, really good. We just come off the back of a couple of days, obviously after the game and the Easter period, the Friday, Monday games. As you can imagine, lads are in great fettle. Certainly coming off the back of, arguably our most impressive performance against a side, sitting right up in the higher echelon of the division. And I thought, in terms of match day performance after the opening, 5 minutes, I thought it was as good as we've been at this point on the journey.
How pleased were you for Ryan Loft to, I think he said it was one of the best or most special moments of his career, scoring in front of 2,000 gasheads. And it just shows that every member of your squad could have a part to play between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, so delighted for Lofty. He hasn't had it all his own way. Came into the side in the Swindon game, did really, really well, picked up an injury, meant he missed the game against his former club in Scunthorpe. And then he lost a little bit of his rhythm, mainly due to how well the guys in the team done. So he had to be patient. Last Saturday he found himself out the match day squad due to the level of competition. Clarkey had a bit of bad news and picked up an injury, and it opened the door for him. And credit to Lofty, he's mentally stayed in that position, and I never ever felt for a moment when he was going through. Once Sam, played that great through ball for him, I really fancied them going in, and I was laughing with him this morning, saying it's a funny old game, isn't it? Just when you're at your wit's end and you can't see how it's going for you. Amazingly, in this game, if you work hard and you commit to being a part of the group and put yourself as a selfless team member, it rewards the individual. And as I say, I think you could see by the lads' reaction to it and the bench's reaction to it, just how pleased I think everybody was for Lofty to score what will turn out to be a very, very important goal.
And I was at Peterborough when you announced the signing of James Connolly, this young defender. I thought, okay, what kind of part is he going to play this season? But the relationship he's forged with Connor has been outstanding. How pleased have you been with him, not just the goal, but his performances at the back? And given his contract situation at the end of the season, might we see him at Rovers again next season?
Well, first and foremost, we have to thank Cardiff for allowing us to loan James. He's, was desperate for games. I think at the time, Neil Harris, the manager, was saying he was chapping the door and asking to be involved, and was obviously pushing hard to try and get into the Cardiff group. It didn't play out for him. We had the opportunity to bring him in, and he's hit the ground running. He was kind of thrown in at the deep end in the Peterborough game, made his senior debut in the FA Cup away at a Championship club. And, there was a lot of people, on that day that I think it further enhanced the credibility in terms of the group. And James making his debut and being 20, we thought, he had a real good constitution and showed enormous potential. He then managed to get in the team with Connor, and to be fair to the two of them, they haven't looked back. I think the partnership has flourished. The challenge for them was more clean sheets and scoring goals, and obviously Connor gets the winner in the Bradford game, and obviously James gets us ahead in the Port Vale game. So they're developing all the time, and the game's coming on all the time, and for us, we're absolutely delighted with them. But again, just like Connor, he's somebody else's player, so we're forever thankful for them for trusting us with the development and letting us take them on loan. We want to get this season finished, and at the end of the season, if there's opportunities to do different things, then we would certainly sit down and want to be part of those conversations. But at this moment, as I say, we're thankful for the ability to have those guys on loan, along with Luke Thomas and the other lads we've got on loan, Spenno and Billy Elliott. They've been real quality additions and really added to our group. And as I say, we've been lucky in the loan market.
In terms of team news, how's the squad looking? Everyone available who was available over the weekend?
Yeah, just got one or two bumps and bruises, which we'll check on tomorrow. But yeah, pretty much all the lads come out of the game unscathed, and everybody chomping at the bit now to get back in front of our fans, playing top of the table. can't get a ticket for the game. I don't think it looks like the Rolling Stones are in town. So just how we want it, I mean, there's another big stadium in Bristol. I'm pretty sure we could fill that out. So whether they want to let us use that or not, I'm not sure. But it seems that the Mem, there'll be a standing room only in the Mem Saturday, which is great for the club. And as I say, they've been brilliant and backing us. And away from home, it was superb Saturday to see that, and the diversity in the crowd. It's brilliant, young, old, men, women. All limbs when Lofty scores that goal, and then the lads piling in. For me, that they're the priceless moments in football, and I've seen some after action, photographs, and brilliant to see for our football club.
And in terms of Forest Green, I think they will be playing in League One next season, but you're hoping that they don't clinch promotion on your turf. Just one defeat in 7, although it was 4-0 at Barrow. What can we expect from them on Saturday?
Oh, look, they're a top side. You don't sit at the top of the table for as long as they have, and go on the run that they went on, unless you're a very, very competent side. In recent weeks, they've been not as fluent as what they were in the early part of the season, but it's so hard to maintain, a run of form over 46 games. So absolute credit to them for them to be in the position they're in, with the amount of games on the board. They've been there all season, as I say, for everyone to shoot at. So we've played, teams who've ridden high in the form table in recent weeks, and teams either in and around us or above us in that table. We've met and risen to the challenge. But Saturday in our stadium, we play the best team in the division. The league table doesn't lie after 40 plus games, and they beat us at their stadium. Completely different team, completely different pitch in terms of dimensions. Their pitch perfect for them and the way they want to play. We feel our pitch, in our territory Saturday, that we're a very, very tough team to play against. So yeah, look, I'm looking forward to what should be a great advert for League Two. Two really good sides going at it, but also for the Southwest and the local area. I think it'll be a little bit of a kind of local rivalry on it. And as I say, they took our scalp in the game at their place, and we're intent on getting that back Saturday.
And just a final point, you've been relaxed, I think, and calm throughout the whole season. Are you able to enjoy the running? Yeah,
well, I'm intent on doing that. You work hard all season, and you graft away, all of you as a group, to try and get into the end part of the season with this at stake. This is what you do it for, the excitement, the nerves. And if you want to be top at what we do, and you want to be perennially successful, then you've got to get used to this pressure, and you've got to get used to the expectation going up. As I say, for me, I'm delighted to see the group, and again, at every hurdle, the lads have met the challenge. Sometimes just getting over it, other times getting over it with aplomb, and long may it continue. We've got 3 to go, maybe more beyond that, who knows. But if we win those 3 games, we feel we'll certainly go a long way to having our own say in our destiny, and then we'll see how the dust settled on that, what we've got to do. But as I said to you, we're on a great run, and we've quietly fancied our chances for a long time. Even when the naysayers were there and the doubters were there, we've been slowly moving into gear, always being ready for the final search. There's no point peaking in December, no point peaking in September, no point peaking in February or March. You want to be there when the prizes are being handed out, and we're full of running. As I say, 3 to go, maybe more beyond that. Whoever wants it, anyone who gets in our way, they're getting it.